Hi everyone, welcome back to Travel Friday with Charlotte at Charlotte Travel. This time I'm going to talk to you about Africa. We have a lot of clients who are thinking about traveling to Africa, and we actually have some clients who are there right now. So this time I'm going to talk to you about some common myths about traveling to Africa. Some people might think that there is a preferred time to go, or some people think that, you know, they have a bucket list that they want to tick off. And so I'm here to help you figure out when and what you should do when you're in Africa. Myth number one, high season is the best time to travel to Africa. Well, that is 100% a myth. Africa is a year-round season, and there is no perfect time to travel to the continent of Africa. There's always something different that's happening every day, so especially when you're on safari. Now, the migration may happen at certain times of the year in very specific destinations, but actually some herds are just moving around throughout the year constantly, so there's never a perfect time to visit Africa. So most travelers have an intention of traveling to Africa during peak season. They always think that it's the best time to see animals on safari. But actually, peak season basically means that you'll be surrounded in the safari camp with a lot of other people. Now, the worst thing to be on safari is to be, staring at some beautiful cubs, but be surrounded by 10 other safari cars. So let us know where you want to go, and we can help you figure out when the best time to go is. So myth number two is that Africa is not an ideal holiday destination for children. Now, this is a complete myth. By the time I was 4 years old, I had gone on safari in Kenya and South Africa. Going on safari and traveling is a completely amazing experience for children. Being on safari and seeing wildlife is essentially a wilderness classroom. It's great education. Now, there are some camps that do not allow children to enter and to stay under a certain age, but there are a lot of camps out there that welcome children with open arms. A lot of these camps and a lot of lodges have guides who are specially trained to look after children, and whether that is on safari or whether they're still in the camp or in the lodge whilst you and the adults are off on safari. So there are a lot of guides who can create an incredible experience for children of all ages. So myth number three is that safari is the only thing to do in Africa. This is 100% a myth. Africa, the continent, is filled with diversity, culture, and nature. Think tropical islands, glorious beaches, world-class diving, vibrant cities, amazing wineries, picturesque mountains, and fascinating culture and landscape. There's a lot to do in the continent of Africa. Myth number four is that there is no Wi-Fi on safari. This is 100% a myth, and whilst we always encourage our travelers to disconnect with technology whilst they are on safari, the camps and lodges have Wi-Fi, and there's always a way to connect with your family at home. Some long drives on safari also have Wi-Fi connection, but there's nothing better than being out in the open and being completely in the present. Myth number five is that the animals want to eat you. Now, no, the animals do not want to eat you, and the entire experience is briefed when you arrive at camp, and your ranger and the staff will explain to you the rules and regulations whilst you are out on safari. So it's all about respecting the space of the animals and the animals respecting the space of you as well. Now, a lot of the animals and the creatures out on safari, they are pretty much unfazed with the vehicles, and a lot of them don't even see the people. They only see the vehicle. And so, we have to keep our distance, and therefore the animals keep their distance as well, because they're quite wary of the vehicle itself, and we just all have to be safe. Now, the last myth I want to mention is that planning a bucket list adventure is overwhelming. it shouldn't be overwhelming, and that's why we're here to help you. As travel advisors, we have a team of staff who have been on safari, we have traveled through Africa, and we even have our operations manager who is from South Africa himself, and he lived in Tanzania as well. He is our go-to person. Even for my own trip to Kenya a few years ago, I fully relied on him. So it should not be an overwhelming experience. And we know the ins and outs. And actually Africa and some countries in Africa are open at this moment. So we currently have clients in Rwanda, and they are also traveling through Kenya, and we have a number of friends who are joining them as well. If you are willing to travel, and if you're willing to explore some safari destinations with no one around you, now is the time to go as well. So thank you for watching, stay safe, and we'll see you next time.